The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Can't stop the vision, man's got the feeling like running the marathon, then he's this close to the finish. Ain't no coaching ambition, either it's there or it ain't. But I'm someone near the oar, laying on the ground, counting lights after taking a loss. Might get belay applause, not yet a superstar with their names plastered on walls. I know there's fucking levels, but this ascension feels like a motherfucking treadmill. It stays supplemental, this ambition, it's a rental. Every flame dims eventually. Niggas might should have beat on my don't forget to credit me. Humble to a fault, don't get it twisted, I'm the fucking shit. Only shit y'all niggas got over me is the budget to buy all of them likes and them clicks, so get in the ring. I know for a fact, I'm knocking y'all on your ass. Your cats ain't seeing me, whether it be the pens or the pads. Don't give a fuck about the accolades that's padding your stats. Mad and ass motherfuckers can't do shit until it's garbage time. Y'all bunch of Joe Flacco's on the rhymes. I am not the mixing, I am not impressing. I do not believe you when you say that you're the best. Y'all are not elite, I promise you. Got the lions, I'm the hyena. I got a scrap for whatever I eat. Y'all be the Cenas, the Hogans and the Ortons. Y'all win cause you're supposed to. I fight because I have to. It's just another job, motherfucker. But y'all don't hear me, y'all don't hear me. I'm screaming a lot of both ears. I'm making scary, I'm making very don't quit. Ain't in my mood, set my eyes on the title. I promise that I'm a true threat. Expect me, motherfucker, but y'all don't hear me, y'all don't hear me. I'm screaming a lot of both ears. I'm making scary, I'm making very don't quit. Ain't in my mood, set my eyes on the title. I promise that I'm a true threat. Hype bomb. Nah, but y'all don't hear me though. I scream it loud in both ears. I'ma get stereo. I'ma get very don't quit. Ain't in my mood, set my eyes on the title. I promise that I'm a true threat. Expect me, motherfucker, but y'all don't hear me though. I scream it loud in both ears. I'ma get stereo. I'ma get very don't quit. Ain't in my mood, set my eyes on the title. I promise that I'm a true threat. Pipe bomb.
What it do, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Blackheart, the head honcho, the boss Don Biggerville, off the Top Roast podcast. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We here, we live, baby. We right here in the spot. I'm right here in the back cave. We got a special After Dark for you guys. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe, and notifications bell to stay up to date and to get all the new content coming straight to your way. And of course, man, you know, we're on live Fridays, every Friday, 11 p.m. Available on YouTube, Anchor, Google Podcasts, the whole damn shebang bang. There's two main podcasts platforms that we out right now, man. And don't forget to copy yourself some merchandise as well. Bonfire.com/store/Off the Top Rope Podcast. The secondary store, teesprings.com. Search out Off the Top Rope Podcast there. And then we got some great deco slides. We got some new bangers coming out for you guys in the next couple of days. So you might want to stay in tune for that. And of course, our birthday party. March 11th, our 2-year anniversary show. We're gonna be lit. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. It's gonna be me partying like a motherfucker. But needless to say, I got a special guest for you guys. This man is the motherfucking baddest man on the planet. For you guys to do not respect him, he is the VIP World Heavyweight Champion, but he is your beloved current Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champion. My God, the head honcho, the big dog himself. We got Mr. Shane Taylor in the house.
What's going on, big dog?
So first and foremost, man, I gotta salute you real quick, man. Because listen, I first met you at Jobber Slam. You was face off against your brother, your brother and Prolific. It was a match for me that I was in awe of because I never saw that before. Brother versus brother, click versus click. I just became like, holy shit, there's people like him, there's people like them that represent us out there. And I was just like, yo, those two right there, those are my guys right there. So big shout out to you and your brother Tyree. Love you guys both. But the first question out of only two questions is basically the background of you two, of you and Tyree. I know that you guys are brother. I know you're the older brother, he's the baby brother, but how was that like growing up for you two and for your love and passion for wrestling?
Well, I mean, for us, we just happen to have the same last name. You know what I mean? So, honestly, funny story. I used to work for Wildcat Sports. Well, still do. Still work for Wildcat Sports in New Orleans. And we did this invasion of Booker T's Reality of Wrestling. And when I got there, they had this kid named Tyree. And it was funny because Booker said to me, he was our version of you, but now you're here. You know what I mean? And so I felt pretty good about that, right? To have a Hall of Famer, two-time Hall of Famer like Book see something in one of his kids that reminded him of me, you know what I mean? And wanted to sort of push him in that direction. So that felt great. And then once we started to click in ring, we started to click out of ring, just trying to show him some stuff here and there. He's extremely talented, very charismatic, is one of those guys that, you know, puts his all into it, and you want to be successful. We had a nice little tag team run there, won the Reality of Wrestling tag titles. And since then, you know, I went on to Ring of Honor, formed STP, had a few title reigns. He's gone on to create Prolific. And when we were able to meet at Jobber Slam, it was sort of that, let's see what you've learned. Let's see how good you've gotten type moment, you know? And all three of those men, you know, are extremely talented. It took everything me and my guys had to put them down. But at the end of the day, that's why STP is the baddest faction in the game. It's why we are who we say we are. But I am excited for the potential rematch, if there is one. You've got other people now trying to call us out, the takeover. You know what I mean? You got
come on. Oh, man. Listen. Stop it.
I'm like, listen, man, y'all saw what we did the last time we were in New York. Do we really have to come do it again? You know what I mean? But they won it, so we'll smack them around here soon. You know, make them show some respect to and bow down, you know, to some killers that are greater than them.
Wow. But listen, man, listen, you already jumped ahead to the second question, man. Cause I was just saying, to myself, yo, listen, man, the Black wrestling community, we are dying for this. We are really dying for this. You know, hashtag takeover versus STP. Keep that hashtag going, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that's first and foremost, man. The next question would have been, yo, are we gonna get this? When are we gonna get this? And if so, I need a front row fucking seat.
Hey man, it's the paperwork got sent over. It looks like the money is good. Now it's just, you know, some T's to cross, some I's to dot, and a date to get signed up, and we'll be there. You know, so I'm sure we will keep everybody updated. I want to say it's probably around May is what was offered to us. That's plenty of time for them boys to get ready. Plenty of time for them to train, plenty of time for them to get a game plan together. But no matter what they do, at the end of the day, we're going to bust that ass just like we do to everybody else. So, you know, all the 4-minute fucking Twitter videos and all the other shit they put out, like all that's going to be well and good. You know what I mean? But when they're staring at the lights after they get knocked out and the ref is trying to wake them up to let them know they got their ass beat, none of that shit's gonna matter. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna continue to be STP's time in the sun, and I don't see that sun setting anytime soon.
I mean, listen, man. I told them because they came on the pod a couple weeks ago. You know, Jay Bougie, you know, say, man, Jay Bougie, that's my man to the world. This is my first time having PJ Savage come on the pod. But shout out to you both. And PJ had cut that promo. And it was like, yo, B, listen, you know what time it is. You know that we here. We over here, man. We making the phone calls happen. I'm like, yo, listen, if he says something, hey, listen, my hands is up. Don't shoot the messenger. I don't want no bullets, no stray bullets coming this way. But I was like, yo, listen, if I watch you prior to that, I watched it in the Ring of Honor and stuff like that, and I'm like, bro, he is nasty, bro. He is like, he's not gonna slide. He's not gonna let shit slide, bro. So, but I was heavily encouraging my a 4-on-4 Survivor Series style match. You know what I'm saying? The four, you mean saying STP versus them four, the takeover. You know what I'm saying? Now, I felt that would be the perfect booking, and that has to be the main event.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're all that is still being worked out now. It could be a 4-on-4. It could be, 6-man in the singles. It could be a tag match and a couple singles. Who knows what's going to happen? You know what I mean? But that's why we have Ron. That's why he's the man in charge of handling all that. He's my Leonard Ellerby, so to speak. You know what I mean? And he takes care of that. Sent it to me, and I sign off on it. And all the boys are ready to go. We stay ready to fight. That's what we do. But yeah, you're right. I'm not the kind of let shit slide. Like, if you mention my name, if you call me out, if you say something about me, you can bet your ass I'm gonna respond. You know what I mean? And respond in a fashion that fits who it is that I am. And so yeah, all this, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. Like, there's an old saying that when the dog howls at the moon, nobody notices, right? When the moon howls back, now there's a story, right? So congratulations, boys. The moon is howling back. You're going to get your moment. You're going to get your time. And just like everybody else, we're going to embarrass you in your city. We're going to embarrass you in your borough. We're going to walk in, put our feet up, and make ourselves a fucking home in New York. And you're only going to have yourselves to blame.
Yo, Shay, listen. If May does not work, can we potentially see this at the next Jobber Slam in New York?
That could be something there. I feel like May is looking pretty good, but if them boys are still breathing and they want a rematch, I wouldn't be opposed to doing it at Jobber Slam, So, but let's see what happens if they get through the first one first.
So listen, man, Jobber Tears, man, y'all heard it here first, man. Listen, if this does happen, you better hit my damn line, and I'm sponsoring. We OTTR the mob right here. We sponsoring this goddamn match. That's just me just saying this shit out loud and fucking clear. We might have to be the sponsors for this thing if it does prolong this, or if they did want a rematch and be like, yo, we gotta run that shit back. I'd be like, Jobber Slam, Jobber Slam, Jobber Slam. And imagine the turnaround that will come. Imagine that.
That'd be dope. It'd be dope.
Yo, man, that seriously would be dope. But can we see you and Tyree go back at it one more time, Prolific versus STP again?
Listen, man, we are open for ass kicking business. You know what I mean? So people want to step up. Whoever wants a rematch, whoever wants first crack, you know what I mean? Like, we're not ducking any smoke. So we're here. There's groups all around this sport, all around this, great business of professional wrestling that are calling themselves the best this, the best that, the best faction, the best trio. And it's all bullshit. Because if you're not in the ring with STP, you're not fighting the best. If you're not in the ring with STP, you're not fighting the baddest. And that's just the fact of the matter. So we look forward to any and all competition that comes our way. And again, we're just going to handle business like we always do and dismantle people, top to bottom.
Has there been any dream opponents that you had this far, or are there still more people that you would like to work with?
I've been very blessed in my career to be able to work with a lot of great talent. There are some who I would like the opportunity to get in there with again. Guys like Minoru Suzuki, I would like to get in there with him again. The last time it was like a 6-man tag, but I would really love just me versus him. Guys like Swerve, guys like Big Frankie Baby, Top Dollar. Guys like AJ Gray. I want my rematch with Calvin Tankman. We have unfinished business.
Yes.
You know, you've got Malachi Black, who I've known for a few years now, that I would like to step in the ring with. You know, you got guys like Kenny Omega when he comes back from injury. You know, and then if you look overseas, you can't help but, not say guys like Tomohiro Ishii or an Okada or, Tama Tonga Loa. I would love to see what would happen with them and SOS. That'd be incredible. So there's a lot of matchups that I would really like to have. And it's just a matter of, making it happen.
Now, you represent for the big brothers like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pure raw representation right there. The very moment where someone looks at you, or the way that how I look at you, I say that's the guy. Representation why he represents us. Do you think there's not enough representation in professional wrestling anymore?
It depends on what you're talking about, because I believe that when you look around, especially on the independent scene, and you can see it happening in the major companies as well, we are starting to get that push where you get to see more representation. People are getting those main event opportunities, those championship opportunities. I know the outcry is they would love to see them on some better runs with those, with those titles. I think the most impressive example that we've had so far was Bobby Lashley's first run with the WWE title. He looked like an absolute monster. Dude is a chiseled god, right? So he's absolutely crushing it. But, all of the wins that we've had, from Bianca to E to Kofi, The Rock started the whole thing off. Ron Simmons before him, and you got Booker, and all the people that have got us to this point. You look around and you look at the Pan-African champion in Trish Adora. You look at, got Moose as the Impact World Champion. We are at a spot now where I believe people are understanding. There's still a lot more work to be done. Clearly,
Definitely.
That's evident with all of the situations that have happened recently. There's still more work to be done. But I believe that progress is being made. What's also important is for people to understand that it's not just the in-ring part that we're looking for. It's out of the ring as well. It's management, it's ownership, it's in the creative, it's in the marketing, it's in, all of the aspects of this sport,
Definitely.
Because we can be, and we are, excuse me, just as creative. We are just as intelligent, and we are just as capable of providing that depth and being those assets that our counterparts are.
Yeah, and most definitely, I think companies just have to understand that giving opportunity to us is more helpful for them instead of just being stymied and stagmired that way. Because it's like, how are you really gonna know what stuff works, what stuff don't work, unless you actually get that person's point of view and see it for, you know what I'm saying, and then you actually explore it for themselves. Now, I just wish certain companies would actually think like that, but people are just fueled by money. There's too much shit that they got on the ground that they don't want to lose. But I was like, but people take risks to come here all the time. So I think the only way to do that is just reciprocate that.
Yeah, ultimately, this is a money-based business, right? And I've said before, all the hashtags are dope. We all appreciate the support. Any time that you're liking something, tweeting something, sharing something, all of that helps. All of that is incredible. What the people at the top care about is the money coming in. They want to see what the merch sales are looking like. They want to see who's bringing, asses to the seats, as it were. So that's why it's so important that when, as you're, promoting on social media, you're also going to the shows and letting your voice be heard. You're also, going to the independent shows and buying the merchandise. You're buying the t-shirts, the 8x10s, whatever else may be there. You are, even if you go to the majors, bring those signs, bring all that stuff. Let them know who you came to see. You know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff that gets their attention. And that's what people are going to notice. That's how you're going to get more people, those opportunities that we all want to see, and those feel good moments that we all want to have with them.
Yeah, man. And folks, like you said, and we've been saying here on the podcast, man, like I said, let your voices be heard. Let them know what you like for what you don't like, because the only way for them to know how the fuck to actually counteract that is when we give them the response. So sometimes you gotta be raw with it. Some people need to be cuddled with it and shit like that. Others need to just be slow placating the whole situation out and let things marinate on its own just to get invested into something. But definitely let your voice be heard. Now, VIP champion, you and JTG are having a 30-man Iron Man match coming up.
Yes,
And
sir.
already, already I was saying I gotta watch the first match before I watch this match right here, because this is what's going to tell me to tell. This could be a third match leading up to it, and it could be bigger implications. How the fuck did we get Shane Taylor taking the World Heavyweight Championship off of JTG, and now we get this 30-minute Iron Man match?
Well, here's what happened. I was VIP world champion prior. I'm the one who made that title a world championship when I defended it in the UK years ago. Then I went exclusive to Ring of Honor, and so I had to give it up. When I came back, people had seemed to forgotten the order of things. People seemed to forget whose chair they were sitting in, right? Whose spot they're in. It's my spot. You know what I mean? So I wanted to make sure that transition was understood and understood very quickly. So after I got back and had a few matches, I wanted my damn throne back. You know what I mean? So I introduced myself to JTG via punching him in his face, let him know straight up, man to man, that I was coming for that title. And I took it. He seems to be have some sour grapes about it. He's calling, interference and all kind of stuff, which, in fairness, I watched the match back, saw what Kenny did. Okay. So he's got his rematch, but 30 minutes in the ring with Shane T isn't going to be a fun thing. It's not going to be some. I'm sure he's hyping himself up, and I'm sure he's training hard, and I'm sure he's got everybody around him telling him, "You got this, champ. You're going to be champ again," and they're all lying to you, dog, because you're not. You are not walking out of VIP wrestling with my championship. And then once I beat JTG, then it's on to the next. I will continue to be the most dominant man, not only in VIP, but in all of professional wrestling. And then who knows who's next? Maybe we figure out a way to knock some of those dream opponents off the list once I get past JTG.
Oh, shucky, ducky, quack, quack.
Damn right. Shane, jeez, man. I'm just grateful for you to actually just blessing me with your presence today on the pod. Definitely when it comes to you and JGG, I'm sorry, bro. Listen, I watched this man smack around his own brother. So what the hell makes you think he's not gonna smack around you like that? So I'm just gonna say that first thing and foremost. So
quick plug. Make sure we were talking about support. Make sure you go to tmoss.com. Make sure you go to Sexy as Hell Beard Care. I believe those are two of the companies that JTG owns. And the reason that I'm plugging your stuff, my guy, is because I want people to continue to support you after I whoop that ass. Because they will no longer support you as VIP world champion, because you won't have that. So I want them to make sure that they're supporting you. I want to make sure that you're still good. because after March 6th told me you won't be. So thank you for letting me get that out there.
They provoked me. I never said anything with you I wasn't provoked. If you provoke me, I might lash out.
JT, man, listen, man, you just provoked this man. Yo, you just provoked this man. Oh, man. Yo, I can't wait. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is going to be on IWTV, right?
I believe so. Yeah. So that's going to be
if it is, I'm gonna definitely
incredible.
be tuning in to watch that joint from beginning to end, and I can't. Honestly, I can't wait. One more question for you before I let you go and stuff like that. Now, you being the head honcho of STP, are we potentially going to see later down the line a singles run in any other companies too when it comes to you?
Anything is possible. You know, the goal is still the goal to get everybody there, wherever that is that we may be. Me and the guys have talked whether that's whether it's us all in different places doing single stuff, or we find a way to be there, be in one spot at the same time. It's forever going to be at STP. Those are my guys. We built something organic, special. And even if we're not in the same company, we're going to make sure that we can continue to grow this thing as big as it can possibly be, because it's bigger than wrestling, you know, and I've always said that. Yes. We'll see, you know, time will tell. Right now, I look across the board and there's needs for a faction like us everywhere, you know, so everything is on the table. We talked to a few places. So we'll see what happens, but you know, within the next few months here, things should be pretty clear.
So basically, once you go into the door, everyone else is coming right behind you. Or
like y'all
just gonna be tackling different promotion, but y'all gonna be everywhere.
Hey,
and that's what's gonna build the name and build the mystique of Shane Table Motion. Man, okay. So you know what I'm saying? Maybe that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there could be a couple new members. I don't know. Who knows?
It's possible.
You know what I'm saying? You build that whole
that
conglomerate and shit that other people can go to different promotions, put the name, put the company, put the promotion on the back as they going. That gets y'all more notoriety.
Absolutely. You know, it's all about elevating the guys as much as possible, letting them stand on their own too and shine. And they absolutely do that. I was so proud of my guys. I want to say the event was Grappital We Trust just over this past weekend. Moses Khan showed out. I saw the entrances, man. I was upset that I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like to feel that energy when they come out, to see them excited, to see them ready to do their thing. That's awesome for me. You know,
big shout out to Khan, man. That's from me to you, man. Khan, what up, baby? You know that, man. Yo. He is fucking phenomenal.
Hey, absolutely crushing it, making grown men look like children in the ring next to him. You absolutely love to see it. So shouts out to him as well. He's absolutely doing his thing, and we couldn't be happier for him. So it's all good. All good.
Man, he's fucking killing it everywhere, man.
Stop! He's already dead.
And surprisingly funny. He doesn't talk a lot, but when he does, it's fucking hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, very, very funny.
So it's like everyone that came on like that will only be the one time that you actually get him to come out a little bit of his shell, a little bit.
No, when you look at who he is, especially on his social media, you get a grasp of who he is, right? The kind of things that go through his mind. Personality, the way he expresses himself through photography or artwork or whatever it is, but he is well on his way to completing the package that is Khan. And once he does, anybody else that's in his way, man, you might as well just move before you get ran the fuck over. You know what I mean? So
right.
And that's just what it is.
Keep building that momentum, guys. Yo, STP, keep building that fucking momentum. Whenever this whole takeover versus STP goes down, I better get that first inbox or that first tweet. It'd be like, yo, listen, man, you want it? We got it. I'm like, I'd be like, yo, take my money now. Here's my debit card information. Just go.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Yes,
slap
sir.
me silly, man. I mean, yo, if y'all don't want this man, then y'all should be slapping y'all.
Brothers, make me slap him. You call that a slap? Make me slap you. Now both. Now just you. Now give me a taste. Now both again. Now all three. Excellent.
Come on, man. And y'all do not want to see this match, man. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck are we doing? Something's wrong with y'all, man. Make sure y'all support Shane Taylor, man. Make sure y'all support the whole SCP, man. Support TakeOver as well, man. Support indie wrestling at all fucking costs, please. Support all wrestling, man. No matter what. But, yo, Big Dog, listen. That night at Jarvis Land, I was trying to get an autograph, but I ran out of money. So that was the first thing why I had to walk away from your table. So I just wanted to get that one out because after the whole event was over and I was walking over to your table, I was like, yo, that's Shane. Okay, cool, whatever. I was like, oh, crap. I didn't have that much money left on me anyway. I came all the way from Boston that day to come out for that event. So I was like, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, next time around that I got some extra bread, I'm like, yo, I need that jacket. I need that shirt. I need a hoodie that you released like a few weeks ago. I was like, bro, if I wasn't in this fucking situation right now, like, you know, like, just moving to a whole new place and shit, man, bro, I could have spent so much, brother.
Hey, man, we will make sure we get something set aside for you, for sure.
Thank God, man. I'm a 4X, by the way, man, when it comes to hoodies, by the way.
Yo,
but folks, y'all know the drill. Y'all know the stills, man. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, notification bell. Leave a comment below, man. Stop being cheap with that fucking responses, man. And no shadow subscribers as well, man. People that like to come in, subscribe to the channel, then unsubscribe within 2 fucking days. Y'all motherfuckers is whack. Anyway, but Shane, yo, this is where I give you the winning circle, man. You do the plugins, the shoutouts, all that stuff, man. Promote the next set of matches, everything.
Twitter and Instagram at Shane216 Taylor. All the links to the merchandise stores are in the bios. As we just talked about, March 6th, VIP Wrestling, Dallas, Texas. Myself versus JTG. 30-minute Iron Man match for the VIP World Heavyweight Championship. I do not plan on walking out of that show without my championship. And make sure you catch us Mania week because the whole crew is going to be out and about doing so many different shows and doing all kind of events and things like that. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. And I always just say thank you, man, for an incredible 14-year career so far. You know, this kid from the east side of Cleveland, Ohio, who was supposed to be nothing, gets to travel the world, talk shit, and punch people in the face for a living. You know what I mean? So I appreciate all of you for helping me achieve that, for helping us grow STP, for helping us build everything that we have. And let's just keep the ride going, man. Appreciate y'all.
Shane, we appreciate you. Everyone, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you keep that hashtag alive. Hashtag takeover versus STP, please. Let's get this match solidified. Once we see that flyer come out and that video promo come out, you know I'm between the bit. And, you know, I'm reposting, I'm between the shit everywhere.
Once the flyer's out, that's the S. Because ain't no backing out.
PJ, J Bougie, Faceless Ones. Listen, if y'all watching this, he means business. So I can't wait to watch this shit go the fuck down. So, ladies and gentlemen, STP, Blackheart, OTTR, Par Boss, Par Mob. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the steals. We'll be back for our next episode, which is the last week of wrestling episode. This upcoming Friday at 11:15 p.m. Make sure that you check out the rest of the boys and me and Sharcy, of course, as she's my next opponent, which I'll talk about that in the next episode. But E-Dukes, eat shit, crow and die. I would love to bring up my title belt, but it's all the way in the back of me. I'm not trying to do all that shit. But y'all know the drill. Stay tuned. We bid y'all adieu.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?